Good. I'm feeling good.
Good morning, we're back at Universal Studios Hollywood for a big update, so let's get rolling. Such a beautiful day in the park today. The clouds are gone, the sun is shining, and it's warm. It's like maybe 75 degrees right now. Oh, I feel like Hello Kitty is a little sad right now. No one's in line to meet Hello Kitty. Hey. Oh, this is what Universal is about right here. There's live entertainment and we need more of it. I caught the park at a really good time. Like Frankenstein and his bride are out. The characters are out. This is so good to see. Over in the Universal Plaza, they've swapped over the Fan Fest theming to be Grad Bash because I believe the first grad night is tomorrow night. So they're gonna have like DJs and a lot of fun stuff going on. Now what's going on by Mel's Diner isn't new. It's actually been here for a little bit, but we have some Horror Nights construction going on right behind me, which is so exciting. It's almost Horror Nights season. We have a tent up, we have the walls up, and it sounds like they're actually doing a lot of woodwork right behind me. You could probably hear that. Now, of course, the question is always, what's gonna be right over here? What are they gonna put in this location? And for the past 2 years, they've placed the Monstros Haunted House, of course with different themes, but right over here. And it's been pretty redundant in my opinion, but I feel like we're gonna get a Monstros 3. And they've done this a lot. So Horror Nights has been a little more predictable as far as the lineup goes. Of course, we'll have another Universal Monsters Haunted House. Of course, we'll have another Monstros Haunted House. This is how it's been for the past maybe 5 years. Now I'm gonna be honest, I was here yesterday to film an update, but it was a really gloomy day and I didn't really feel like doing it because it just was such a sad time for Universal. It was empty in the park, the sun wasn't out. Of course, I wasn't in the right headspace to do an update, but now I'm doing it. And look at Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift. The scaffolding has basically fully come down on this side of the project. Scaffolding was up yesterday, but not anymore. This is great. The really cool part about yesterday was that they were bringing in ride vehicles for the roller coaster. So the installation of these ride vehicles has to be very soon. And this is my first time even watching a roller coaster be built from the ground up and them finally install those ride vehicles. This is so exciting. So in recent days, they completed the entirety of the track. The layout is all placed in its respective location. And I feel like the next few steps are electrical. And once electrical is done, they could safely operate this ride. So they can begin testing very, very soon. My guess is within the next maybe 1 to 2 months. Of course, this next step starts with the installation of catwalks. They already have a few placed within the ride, but we do have a few that are going vertical now. And once those are in and we have all the electrical set up, we could probably start seeing some ride tests. Now, they don't have to necessarily install the sound barriers throughout the ride before beginning tests, since they won't have actual riders to scream on the ride. So this ride will be fairly quiet. I'd imagine that the ride track and the supports are filled with sand, and that kind of diminishes the sound as the ride vehicle passes by. So that's why I say the sound barriers aren't necessarily needed to test the attraction itself, and I don't think they'll even test with people on the ride for a while. Looking towards this final brake run of the ride, you could see a lot more electrical has gone up. We have a lot of electrical piping, so they are getting some electrical work done, and once that's completed, I think that's a good indication that ride testing will start soon, probably within the next month or two. Probably by late June, if I'd imagine. That, of course, is obviously very exciting because we've been watching this project from the ground up for the past 3 years. Okay, I had to quickly stop at the Universal store because they just released these new pass member magnets, and these are sick because this is Waterworld. We hardly have any Waterworld representation on merchandise, and this is, I guess, the closest we're gonna get. I love it. But what's left is for them to put out a Waterworld t-shirt. We need it, Universal, we need it. I'm gonna say this every time I see it, But this is like the perfect spot for Shrek and Fiona to do a meet and greet. And of course, sometimes we get that combo with Donkey when he comes out, but they gotta do this. They gotta do this more often. Right now it's only a temporary thing because their actual meet and greet spot is taken up by all the One Piece stuff. So obviously they can't do a meet and greet there. But this is the perfect spot for them. I was literally starving, so I came over to Three Broomsticks and got a kid's plate, which honestly it's fine because I didn't want anything big. But for $8 with my past discount, this is what I got. Chicken tenders with fries with a lot of grapes. Like, this is a steal. This is a lot of food. I have a handful of updates here on the studio tour, starting with T-Pad. At T-Pad, we have a haunted house facade taking shape, and it's looking great. It's starting to look somewhat like Scarecrow the Reaping, which we've had in 2022. And then at H-Lot, right by the Curious George parking structure, we have 2 haunted houses that are taking shape right now. Speculation for this haunted house is pointing towards Terrifier just because of the shape of the facade. It's looking like the Terrifier entrance from the movie, the second movie. As for this other haunted house, we still don't know what's going to go in that location, but I'll let you use your best judgment of what could possibly go in that location. Starting to look like a house with a garage on the side. It's looking interesting. We still don't know what's going to go in that haunted house location. As far as the haunted house at the end of the Mummy queue goes, we still don't know what's going to happen here. There isn't much speculation about this haunted house either. But they are going vertical with everything, and I believe that the facade is going to be on the reverse end this year. The last time we had a haunted house facade on this other half of this location was probably in 2019 for Killer Clowns from Outer Space. But that wraps up today's update here at Universal Studios Hollywood. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to leave a like. I'm JP, and how they say in the movies. That's a wrap. I'll see you guys in the next one.